Everybody has their own way of identifying trend, whether it be moving average crossovers, whether it be moving average values, whether it be the RSI, whether it be Bollinger Bands, and or whether it be moving averages. In today's video, we are going to go over all of these different studies, and we are going to talk about, one, how you set them up yourself, and two, how you can use them to help improve your trading. So please, you just hit the like button, sit back, relax, I'll jump into the content. All of those indicators that you just saw are indicators that I myself have custom created within ThinkorSwim. And let's take a second here to jump right into maybe the most exciting one first. The most impressive one is the RSI momentum. What these are doing is they are painting, obviously, the bar graph of the chart dependent on the values of the indicators that you want to look at. So here you are getting a green, obviously uptrend strong signal when your RSI is above a certain value, which you yourself, just from the simple import cog of this study, can simply change. So you want it to be 60 instead of 50. It will now look different, obviously. And it's showing orange when it is between those two. So I currently have it set upper 50, lower 40. So if it's between 40 and 50, it's orange, kind of in a middling, maybe no trend sort of state. And then red is obviously when it is below the lower RSI. And look at how, without having the RSI indicator mucking up your chart, without, maybe being a little bit confused about what the actual value is, you can utilize a paint strategy like this to very easily see what the trend is. Hey, we just went from, we had a nice big green run here. We're starting to paint some orange candles. Maybe it's time for momentum shift. Okay, nice momentum shift. Okay, we had a nice long sort of red breakdown here. We're getting green. Maybe this is time for momentum shift. Very nice momentum shift here, right? Obviously, just one example. You can look over the history of the SPY daily chart here and sort of see what I'm talking about with this indicator. And a beauty of it, and a way that I actually really like to use this, is I'm going to now come in, and I showed you guys a Bollinger Band indicator too during the intro. What this is doing, and once again, it can be changed from the cog here, is setting your, whether you want to show high or low, is setting your down arrows when your upper Bollinger Band is broken. So let's do this just for posterity's sake real quick. If I turn on Bollinger Band, just so you can see what I'm talking about, when it breaks over that upper Bollinger Band, so hey, this thing is really stretched to the upside, you get that candle. When it breaks the Bollinger Band to the downside, hey, this thing is really stretched to the downside, you start to get these blue up candles, right? So a way that I really love to use these two together, if you get first off, if we're talking about SPY, I'm always looking to long. In the long term, SPY is always trending up. Will that always be true? Argue about that in the comment section yourselves. But for now, SPY is pretty much always going up. So when I'm looking to swing SPY, I'm looking for, like I said, okay, we had about a month of almost all orange and red candles. When I get 3-4 green candles in a row, I'm going to go long. Okay, say I get long 408 to 409 here. When it starts to run, take some profit into your Bollinger Band breaks. Take some profit into your Bollinger Band breaks, right? Look at this example here. Okay, we had a lot of red and orange candles in a row, a lot of downward momentum. We're not in this trade. Maybe we got stopped out here. We're waiting. We're seeing from our chart that momentum's kind of lame. Okay, we got, maybe 4, 5, 3 green candles in a row. We get long around 383. We don't get the red. We're waiting for red to stop out. We luckily don't get that on this dip. And then when it rips up here to 410, we get a sell signal. We exit there just before it sort of rolls over on the upward extension there. So you see how you can sort of start to use some of these indicators together. Of course, as always, all of these custom studies that you're seeing in this video are available on my website daytradingstrategies.net. If you go into studies here, you will see all of them. And yes, it does cost money. Sorry, I've spent hundreds of hours of all of these codes. I love you guys, but I'm not going to give them to you for free. But it's $25 and you get access to everything. It's not like I'm charging you per code, not like I'm trying to rip you off or anything, just trying to get a little bit of kickback, right? You obviously get access to all of my trading strategies, scanners, studies, workspaces. So daytradingstrategies.net. First link at the top of the description. Check it out if you'd like to easily import these studies and all of my other codes into your ThinkorSwim platform. Let's touch on the other studies that I showed you during the intro, and let's touch on a simple one first. I do have a study created for multi-moving average, and this is honestly for simplicity's sake, so that you don't have to have 3-4 different studies on your chart. If you like to run 3, 4, 2, 5, however many, more than one moving average on your chart, this is just going to help you keep it simple and clean. From this simple cog here, say you only want 2. All you got to do is turn off the show plot bubbles on 3, 4, and 5 down here. And now you're just going to have 2 moving averages, which you can easily set. Say you want it to be 50 and 200 instead, and say you want them to be exponential instead of simple. That's it. Just like that. Easy pie to set up. It just makes it so much less click intensive than every time you open a chart, having to go, you know what it's like, having to go in and set your moving averages every time. This is really just kind of a quality of life study, this one is, but hopefully you do find some use out of it. And for our last 2 studies, we're going to talk about them a little bit together here because they are both related to moving averages. Your first one is going to be based off of the moving average as it pertains to the value itself. So you're going to set your MA length to whatever you want it to be equal to, obviously set to 200 by default, but once again, simple cog setting. You can change it to an exponential 50 if you would like to. And then obviously on the chart, once again, it's just to kind of help clean the chart up, right? It's just to help make it a little bit more visual. It's easier to look at this and go, oh, strong or weak than it is to have the lines all over your chart. Obviously what this is doing, if the price closes above this line, green, below this line, red, right? And once again, it's set to default simple 200, and I'll give you a little bit of an outlook of what that looks like. I mean, you can see COVID, pretty much get out, ignore all of that. Okay, get back in, run it up. Start of the bear market, get out, pretty much ignore all that, get back in. All right, run it up, you know. It's just very, very helpful. It kind of helps protect your downside risk. These indicators really do a good job showing you. I mean, the whole point of these indicators, the name of this video, is automated trend finding, right? And that's what these indicators are going to help you just very, very easily visualize on your charts. And the other one related to moving average is going to be a moving average crossover. I know a lot of people like to trade this way. So instead of now your closing price being over a moving average, this is going to be your fast MA over or under your slow MA. So now when your 20 moving average is over your 50 moving average, it's green, and vice versa. And once again, as always, simply from the cog here, say you want it to be 50 and 200 exponential moving averages instead. Look at how easily you can switch that. If you guys use moving average crossovers to trade, this is going to be another study that's just going to make your life better. It's just going to make your life easier as a trader, and what more could you want than that? This game's already hard enough. Do everything you can to make it a little bit easier on yourself, right? That's going to wrap up this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Once again, if you would like these codes available to download, link at the top of the description down below. Once again, get all of my codes for just $25. Treat yourself this holiday season. Instead of buying your second uncle twice removed that whiskey glass, buy yourself some codes for $25. You're going to get over 30 trading codes. That's less than $1 a code. I can't promise they're going to make you rich, but I can promise they will help make you a better trader. So once again, link at the top of the description, daytradingstrategy.net. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you're subscribed for more content like this for free in the future. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign out of this video, but check out this video I'm going to put over my face right now about my ThinkorSwim tutorial. If you're just sort of getting into this platform, you're going to want to make sure to check that out.